my Max Kellerman impression.
Wow. I like Between the Shades and the 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, yeah.
It's very Kellerman-esque. Hello, Googans. After drill. Beef here.
Drew.
It's very hot. It's muggy. We're sweaty.
Right.
Out here at Jack's Golf and Country Club for the UNF 4 Scholarships golf event. Hicken Pross will be going off about 1 o'clock, trying to bring home the glory, the gravy, the prize.
Are
Meanwhile,
they together?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. Not in that way.
Who's the better golfer between those two?
Oh, Jeff far and away.
Okay, 'cause
Jeff's
I
actually
know
a good
my dad
golfer.
is horrible.
Your dad is a horrible golfer. He's marginally better than I am, which isn't saying much.
I guess I should have known that considering Dano didn't get the invite to the golf trip with Big Bo.
Yes, because Big Bo only takes players on the golf trip.
He's like, I'm not dealing with this crap.
No, Jeffro's like an 8. You know, Jeffro's a pretty good golfer. You know, Dan, your dad's kind of like me. He's like an 18 at best. You know, whatever can get you around par.
Sure.
But yeah, no, we're bad golfers. But it was a good time out here at the 4 Scholarships golf event. We're appreciative to UNF for inviting us out. It was a good time today. You know, good way to lick our wounds after yesterday's just debacle down at TIAA Bank Field.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of this whole weekend, Drew. I know we exchanged texts on Saturday as my beloved Huskies rolled into Tallahassee and apparently forgot that there was a game and just showed up to kind of watch Florida State do their thing. It was ugly.
It was
ugly.
weird.
I didn't enjoy it.
I thought for a second I was going to get, we go 14-0 quick. I said, all right. The boys, they want to come out and...
I thought the route was on, man.
Yeah.
They took the foot off the gas and let us back in the game.
And then they just stopped.
They just stopped. They're like, that was
fine.
cool.
That was fun, though. Yeah. It was good times.
And then Sunday happened. And that was just, vomit-inducing from the Jaguars on Sunday. Just gross, man.
I still can't believe they lost that. I mean, I said last week I didn't even see a path to victory for the Titans. I still don't because I didn't think we were going to score 6 points. If you tell me that we only give up 9 points in any football game, I'm pretty sure we win that game.
You
but
should be very confident in victory.
I guess not. Honestly, the worst thing we did all day was knock out Gabbert. I don't think the Titans win that game with Gabbert in 4 quarters.
Maybe.
Just from the simple fact of a lot of the third downs that kept getting extended were basically just off the fact that Mariota could run and Gabbert can't. But let's also keep in mind here, it wasn't that big of a difference. Mariota threw for 100 yards.
Right.
It's not like he went in there and tore it up or anything.
You're not the first person I've heard say that.
Right.
Just, Mariota came in. They still kept him out of the end zone. They held him to 9 points. I don't think it matters who the quarterback was.
It might have been 6-6 going into OT instead of 9-6.
The Jaguars' offense was so bad.
Putrid.
So bad that it didn't matter who was quarterback for the Titans. It didn't matter anybody who was playing for the Titans. The Jaguars, if you're only going to post up 6 points, you're not going to win a lot of football games. And it played out yesterday.
And people, you can't go from 1 week saying Blake Bortles is a world beater and you love him to crucifying the guy the next week when by the way, yeah, he was off yesterday.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
But yeah. But also, he couldn't get in a rhythm because the receivers dropped ball after ball after ball. And he's a guy who needs rhythm, he needs momentum. And I think the Jaguars' mindset a lot of the time is, and I saw people complain about no down the field shots. Now, I think regardless, you got to take them, especially against the Titans. I don't know why we didn't. But I think, in my opinion, it almost seems like the Jaguars' mindset offensively is that they're not going to let Bortles take shots until he gets in that rhythm. He never found that yesterday, so I'm not sure they necessarily trusted him to push the ball downfield, which, again, maybe in turn is why you only put up 6 freaking points and you lost the football game. And one more question for you. How do you feel about the, 4th and 3? With you punt the ball away knowing the Titans only need 1 first down. You haven't got a 3-and-out since Mariota's been in the game, but you think this time will be different. Would you have punted the ball there?
No, I'd have gone for it.
I'd have gone for it as well. I think,
because that was desperation.
First off, the Titans haven't got in the end zone all day.
A lot of bugs
so, worst case, you do get that 3-and-out. If you don't get it, you do get that, and you think you can get that 3-and-out, then guess what? They'll kick the field goal, you're down 6, and you got to go score. But really, again, to me, it was almost... You're conceding, you're just almost conceding a loss there. I mean, like I said, you did not stop Marcus Mariota on a 3-and-out all day. Did not do it one time. You get them in 3rd and 2. The problem once Mariota's in the game is on short third downs, you got to worry about the bump and rub slants that they're running all day. You got to worry about Derrick Henry, and now you got to worry about Marcus Mariota. Your game plan obviously was for Blaine Gabbert. So now you're kind of adjusting on the fly here. But again, even on the 3rd and 2, you know they're going to run some kind of a zone read, and you got torched. I think Telvin got held on the edge, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is I wouldn't punt the ball there. I go for it. And if you don't get it, you don't get it, but at least you're trying to win the football game.
Yeah, I didn't like the punt in that situation because, like you said, they hadn't slowed him down enough to think you're going to do it this time.
No.
It seemed like in that situation with the clock where it was, and with
they
two
just
timeouts.
took 8 minutes. They just took like 7 minutes off the clock on a drive. Your defense is exhausted. You go 3 and out.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, a lot of things didn't make sense. I mean, there seemed to be a lot of difference of opinion about the fake punt early in the game. It's not that I wasn't a fan of the fake punt call because they had the look and they've executed in the past. It was more just the timing. It seemed like it was sending a weird message.
I'll be honest. I don't think they had the look. They ran it to that side, and the Titans were stacked to that side. Now, I don't know. I'm not a big X's and O's guy, you know. I'm no expert. I don't know what they're looking for there. But one would think you don't want to run to the side where they have more people.
I mean, conventional wisdom would say. In a game where you need to run past or around said people, running where there are less of them seemed to be the better play.
I understood the call. I understood the call from the sense of it just felt like the Jaguars just needed this one. They would drive, and they'd hit this brick wall on short 3rd downs, and you'd be like, man, they just need one play. Maybe they can keep this drive going, get in the end zone. And your defense was playing so well. Really, the Jaguars, if you wanted to get technical, maybe it's the roughing the passer on Malik that loses the Jaguars that football game because you had him sacked out near the 50, which, by the way, I thought was kind of a weak call. I understand it now when you look at the rules. But again, the hit that knocked out Blaine Gabbert, really, that would have been 4th and forever near the 50. They'd had to punt the ball back to the Jags. They end up getting a field goal on that drive. And again, 9-6 ends up being the final. However, I mean, the thought of, at that time in the game, the Titans driving the ball the full field, I think that early on, I probably would have just punted the ball away, knowing how bad your offense was struggling. I mean, like I said, 3 points, I mean, that made the difference in the football game.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate situation. And Telvin Smith, after the game, saying the right thing, saying it's the defensive fault. It wasn't. It wasn't.
No way.
You held your opponent to 9 points. You held them out of the end zone the entire game. Defense did their job. The offense was absolutely garbage yesterday.
And
and look, they were missing guys. They clearly missed Leonard Fournette, missed 2 starters on the offensive line, and all the drops. There was all huge factors, and Blake Bortles not being accurate at all. Yeah. All those things just kind of, it was a comedy of errors.
I will say that with the wide receivers dropping a lot of passes, there were a couple that, Bortles they were a little off. Catchable balls, but they were a little off.
Keep an eye over here, Drew. We've got a couple bees in the house.
Okay, a couple bees in the house.
Watching the bees. Remember, people out there, bees are bros, okay? Be cool to bees.
They're big fans of After Drill.
They're big, fat, hairy bugs. They're not going to hurt you. It's all right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I think obviously they missed the 2 offensive linemen being out. Cam Robinson's gone for the year, so you might as well get used to that. I didn't know that Can wasn't playing until really I turned the game on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that didn't come out until right before the game. Right. That was a late scratch, and it showed. They struggled in that. And
now, by the way, all you clowns who kept saying we're better without Leonard Fournette and we're less predictable. Like I told you last week, you want to know why you're less predictable without Leonard Fournette? Because there's a small sample size.
Right.
When you go back-to-back weeks, the Jaguars tried to do a lot of the same stuff against the Titans that they tried against the Patriots. It just didn't work.
Well, and the numbers show that running the ball, again, it was a small sample size, but they were running it reasonably effectively yesterday, and they just didn't do very much for it. They threw the ball a lot. Granted, it was short, in the box type passes, but they threw the ball a lot more than they ran. And it's just, all in all, it was just a weird game. Hopefully, they can wash the taste out of their mouth Sunday against the Jets and finish the first quarter of the season 3-1. Need that win.
It's really unfortunate, man, because you had a really good opportunity here to start 4-0, going into a tough slate of games where you got Chiefs, Cowboys, Eagles.
Right, I mean, you're home for the Jets, but after that, right, it gets real tough real fast.
So you had a really good chance here to go 4-0. Now you're 2-1, going to face a team that you did lose to last year with a worse quarterback playing. Look, you got to beat the Jets. It would be a disaster after the way you started it to end this quarter 2-2.
Now, Tony Baselli came on with us this morning, and he guaranteed a victory over the Jets. So,
guaranteed.
That makes me nervous. Jeff also said that the Patriots are done after losing to Detroit, so they're probably about to go 14-2.
Sure.
But
isn't that should make every Jaguars fan feel better? By the way, that maybe the Pats just suck.
Yeah, right. So the one game where you felt like it was a measuring moment for you to show that you're among the elite, maybe the team you thought was elite isn't really that elite anymore.
Or maybe they're not elite now, but they will be by the end of the year. But clearly they're not playing very good football.
They're not playing very good football right now. They just lost to the Lions, and that's ugly. You don't want to lose to them. And it was a whole topsy-turvy weekend in the league. I mean, Buffalo just beat the absolute hell out of Minnesota.
That's the one
17-point dog.
That's the one thing that should make you feel better. At least we didn't get our ass beat by Buffalo.
There is that. What about Josh Allen literally hurtling a dude?
He did
in
do
that game. It was pretty incredible.
For a first down, I believe, as well.
Yeah,
too.
Wild stuff happened in the league yesterday. Drew Brees set the completions record. Adrian Peterson looks like he's still got a little juice left in the tank. And, it's a topsy-turvy league, man.
It just goes to show you at the end of the day, the NFL is the NFL, and, whatever can happen. Anyone can beat anyone.
It's a silly league, man. It's hard to predict, man. Suicide pools died on the vine yesterday with the Vikings, man. How many people rode Minnesota in their suicide pool yesterday?
I had a buddy text me early in the morning. I didn't see it till too later. So he had already made his picks, but he goes, if you got 3 locks in the NFL, could give me some. If you had told me just a money line, if I could have taken Vikings over Bills.
Just straight up?
Straight up. I mean, lock. I would never bet a 16.5 point spread in the NFL. That's nuts. But as far as who's going to win the football game, I would have taken Minnesota all day long.
Right. And they got just crushed.
Crushed. I mean, it was shocking.
It's weird weekend.
Yeah.
Weird weekend in the NFL. Weird weekend in the college ranks, too. But, that's why we love football so much, because it's so unpredictable. On that note, we'll bid you a fond adieu here we're sweating profusely out here at Jack's Golf and Country Club from the UNF. Fly away, little bee. For Scholarships Golf Tournament. Again, thanks to everybody for having us out here today. We'll be back in the air-conditioned 1010XL studios tomorrow. Until then, we love you, Googans. Bye.